Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another adult rom-com to talk about. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, 2025 is going to be the year of rom-coms. We are vibes. We are going through the edges here with rom-coms. There's a lot of plethora of rom-coms these days, and every rom-com gets better and better with new twists, new ideas, and a whole lot of fun. Now, I wrote down a list of few rom-coms I'm going to do reviews on. The one I just did the day before, was the two people that hate each other, they can't stand each other. That one, I covered that one. Another rom-com I'm going to cover when it airs is The 100 Girlfriends Season 2, which is a harem, by the way. I don't consider it a rom-com, but I consider it a harem because he's the GOAT of harems. That's another one. Another rom-com I'm going to cover is this one right here. Can You Keep a Secret? And then tying a knot with the Amagami sister when it air come back. And not only that, I'm also going to cover, well, if I get time, I want to see this Okinawa anime. The girl from Okinawa, I actually want to see that. Just see if I get this first episode vibe. So basically, I got about 5 or 6 videos this winter alone to cover some rom-coms. Because this year is a lot of rom-coms. And I'm going to do my very best to cover every rom-com year after year, season after season after season. So this rom-com that I just finished, I look at the first episode and I'm like, you know what? For another adult rom-com, it needs to be talked. It's funny when it comes to rom-coms, most of them are high school rom-coms. We don't really cover a lot of adult rom-coms because I think high school rom-coms are always on the rise. If we're in their shoes, they get out more comedy, more drama than it is to an adult rom-com. Because when you're an adult rom-com, they kind of keep it like not funny, not too hilarious, not too high pitch in adult rom-coms. Because when you think of rom-coms, most of the time you think high school rom-coms. But when it comes to adult life rom-coms, it's kind of like, oh my God, okay, let's see where this goes. Kind of like a basic to a degree, if we were in their shoes. So, for this first episode, I watched it, and I gotta say, this is really good. For a first episode, and I just posted it, for a first episode, we're off to a good start. And I'm gonna cover it right now. So, this is the title called, Can You Keep a Secret? That's the name, Can You Keep a Secret? Episode 1. So, let's get right to it, this review. Okay. I watched the first episode, and I gotta say, I fucking love it. So, you got two people, Yui and Masuku. Well, I'm gonna call him Masi and Yui. Let's call him like that. Yui and Masi. Here's the funny thing about this show. You got these two who they have the hots for each other. Yui loved Matsu because of his personality. Matsu loved Yuri because of the giddiness. The problem is, here's the twist when it comes to this one. Not only they have the hots for each other, but when they go to the office, because they work in accounting, when they're in office, they have to pretend not to like each other. So it's one of those rom-coms like 365 Days to the Wedding, where they gotta pretend that they're married and not go to Alaska. It's like with this one. The only difference is they're actually a couple outside of the office. So it's like in the office, it's like when you go to school or when you go to the office or when you go to work. You see her, you see him and her, you're like, hey, how you doing? You go to work, you're like, hey, how you doing? Same old, what's new? But then when you leave work, you're like, hey, how you doing? When I go, come on, let's go to my place. That's what this is about. So you got Yui and Matsu just pretending not to like each other in the office. They have to keep it a secret that they're in a relationship. And in this first episode, I'm like, oh my God, it is really intensified here. I mean, the elevator scene where when they got crowded, they were holding hands behind each other. And they're living together or whatnot. Not living together, but still, it's really nice to see that. And again, these people in their 28s. It's like this adult rom-com, it goes from 28s to in their 30s. So this is a good adult rom-com to start off the day, guys. If you're in your late 20s to the 30s, this is a show for you. I mean, I'm in my 30s. This is adult rom-com that you should watch now. So this is one of many adult rom-coms. So again, Yui and Matsu trying to keep, so basically this show is all about two people loving each other so much. They have the hots for each other. In the office, can't stand each other. But outside of the office, it's behind closed doors. And what we got in the first episode was one of them. I mean, literally, they go to the movies. They have to, like, for them to keep it a secret, they have to, like, not splur on secrets in the office. They have to tell their friends, oh, this is just my friend. I can't stand her, that kind of thing. I like those kind of things because it's like one of those teasing adult rom-coms where it's like, I don't know this woman. Oh, I don't know this guy. But then all of a sudden they go, but deep down they have the hots for each other. And this was one of them, given the fact that Yui and Matsu really, really got the hots for them. I mean, hots for each other. And them smashing. I mean, they did it in the first episode. I'm sorry to say, but they actually did. Like that scene where they were kissing, that kissing scene, they covered their mouth and then like, let's take it back in my place. And they did it. We're not even the first episode. We're not even like we're not even like halfway through the episodes and they already got like going on here. That's just poetry in motion. So that's the rundown when it comes to this episode. That is the rundown. Everything they do, they keep it a secret. Every word that they say, they have to do whatever they can to keep it a secret. Rather it's holding hands on the side, pretend no one not looking, pulling the shirt to the side, pretend like no one's ever looking, maybe kiss in front of the break room. Or kiss in front of the storage. Either way, these two love each other so much that they will do whatever they can to keep it a secret. Even if they have to make out in a bathroom. Even if they have to make out in this little mini storage unit in this office. Or anything like that. But they have to keep it a secret. And looking at the site, looking at these other characters, I think I know who might find out about their relationship. And I'm going to take a guess. I'm going to go with the girl with the glasses. I think the girl with the glasses is going to be the one to find out about it, or the other girl that made her debut as well, the one who's 32, the brown brunette hair. I think she's gonna find out as well. But I got my money on the glasses. I think she might find us. Might. It's just me. But overall, though, this Can We Keep a Secret is one of those first episode impressions that makes me say, you know what? We're getting right down to business. And this is like real life where you don't want to tell your office workers, hey, I'm in a relationship with this girl. And then it's going to spread like wildfire, gossiping type. So Yui and Matsu will do whatever they can to cover all these episodes of them keeping it a secret. And there's going to be a lot more things to go around. So we'll see where this goes. But again, this is one rom-com. This is another rom-com I'm going to watch and continue watching. And there's other rom-coms I'm going to talk about, like the Okinawa. Probably this afternoon. I got to watch it to see where this goes. But thank you for watching my review of Can We Keep a Secret episode 1. I look forward to see the Yui and Matsu's struggles as they keep secrets, being relationships on the outside and office work on the inside. Let's see where this goes. So I look forward for next week's episode of it, and I'm sure you will.